Now when Mercury is going 5th from Ketu, which means Ketu is 9th from Mercury. Now this is a balancing placement because 5th from Ketu, Mercury going 5th from Ketu, which is the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of education, romance, what one likes to do. It is also what you have interest in. But because the 5th house is also the 8th to the 10th house, this can also bring in upheavals. But Ketu is also the harbinger of change. So the upheaval, the transformation in your career, because the 5th house is the 10th, 8th to the 10th house, which means the change of upheavals or the transformation in your career from time to time can be good, as long as you make right, educated decisions, logical decisions, thoughtful decisions about your career. However, sometimes because Ketu is also denier or separator, so sometimes Mercury in the 5th house from Ketu can make you too analytical about your romantic partner. So usually these people will have first 3, 4, 5 relations going south, not really working out, till eventually they learn that, okay, that, what is the right mix for them to look for in a person. So sometimes being too complaining, too finger pointing, too analytical, too expecting in a partner may also not allow them to attract the right kind of energy. So when over a period of time you are able to understand what energies are good for you, what energies are not good for you, rather than getting close, in the first few interactions you get to know whether I should go ahead or not. Then it allows you to be able to get closer to only those people with experience, with failures, that whether some energy is good for you or not. So Ketu keeps you away from some of those energies which are not good for you. So sometimes don't be too sad if some of the relations are not going good for you, because Ketu is denying you those relations because they are not good for you in the long run. This is also placement. Sometimes people can do very well at school. The school life, the primary education can be very good. However, the moment they go into higher education, there it becomes a little problematic. Sometimes they have to work harder, they stumble before eventually they get success. So this is not an easy placement for higher education, surely. The Ketu is forcing you to make put in more effort. However, this is also good placement where financial transactions or getting a career in anything connected to investments, accounts, money can be a good thing, and this can get you into banking services also. So overall, this can be a good placement for making good investments also, as long as those decisions are long and hard thought through. You're thinking clearly, you're thinking deep down, you're looking at the long-term picture rather than short-term gains, then this can be a good placement for you. So some people with Mercury in the 5th house from Ketu make excellent stock market, share market investments also, as long as the perspective is long-term rather than short-term. And this can also be a good placement for performers, media performers. So if you're more artistic and you like to do something artistic, this can be a good placement, especially when you're, rather than looking at how can I shine, you look at how can I keep my audience happy. What should I do which will truly appeal to the audience? Then Ketu will bring in the shine in your performance and will also bring in the change in your perspective to be able to really shine on the stage. So overall, an excellent placement through your practical ability, through your logical ability to be able to do well where your romances are concerned, long-term investments are concerned, and to have a career connected to accounts and to money.